Hello again, everyone. Got a few birthdays coming up in the family very shortly. First one is Frill on the 22nd, followed a week later by our eldest grandchild, Daisy, who's going to be 16. Gosh, what a milestone. She's at present in the middle of doing her GCSE exams, but when she finishes, she's got several things to look forward to. She's got her prom, she's got a concert to see Taylor Swift, and she's going to see the show Hamilton in London again. Plus, she's got her birthday. So I want to make her a birthday card, and I just wanted to do a sort of, trendy thing. So I put Sensational at 16 and her birthday. And what I thought I would do is to try and make an image of her prom dress. Her prom dress actually is rather a special prom dress because it's the dress that her mother wore for her prom all those years ago. And it's a fabulous dress. Anyway, what my plan is to make a 5x7 card. So this is the panel that I use for my 5x7 card. So what I did at the computer was to draw a square, a box, this exact size. I have my computer set so that the size of the page I see is the exact same size of the piece of card it's going to be printed onto. So I know exactly how big it is. So this is going to be my front panel. And I thought I would try and make the dress from, I've left them at the computer. I'll just bring them back. I hold my pieces in front of the screen to see how big they are. I'm going to try and make the dress from these two dies. This one is a Gummiapan wedding dress die, and this one is the bottom part of a little toddler's dress from Charlie and Paulchen. Now, this is a bit too hippie for a 16-year-old, so I'm going to do, as I did with my card yesterday, I'm going to do a little surgery. Now, this dress that was my daughter's, is now going to be my granddaughter's, is black. The top part is kind of fitted, but from sort of mid-thigh, the bottom part is, that's solid material, but this bottom part is like black voile. It's such a pretty dress. It does have shoulder straps, so I'll have to put some shoulder straps on. So that is going to go like that. And I found a die from Charlie and Paulchen again of a little coat hanger. So I thought we would have the coat hanger kind of like that, the dress hanging from it by its two straps. So that's kind of what I have in mind. And I thought I would have a few stars knocking around just randomly all over the place. So that's what's in my mind. So what comes out isn't necessarily the same thing. So I did play around with a bit of white card just to see what would happen. And I cut them out and cut and paint and all this kind of stuff. And then I cut a skirt from this piece of vellum. And you can see that I've reduced the size of it. Can you see? I cut a bit off one side, cut a bit off the other, and coloured it with this alcohol marker. Why I've done it first, I was a bit concerned as to whether this would dry on vellum and not rub off, but it's fine. So that is just this piece cut from vellum, coloured with an alcohol marker, and then just trimmed either side. So what I thought I'd do for, excuse me, And this bit is to cut it from this rather fancy black no shed glitter card. So I'll just cut that out now. I don't need all of it. I don't need the bottom part, so I think that should be plenty. Let's get my scissors and let's cut down some of this hip. We don't want all this hip on here. 16-year-olds aren't that shape usually. Right, I've got to be careful with this side because it's what I think I'm going to... Oh, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a piece of sticky tape on the back, because if any of those little bits decide that they want to come apart, where the drape... Can you see? Can you see all these things here? Well, if I cut down that, some of these bits might fall off. So I'm just going to put a piece of sticky tape on the back just to hold them, make sure I can hold them together. Okay. See, that side looks better already for that age child. She's not really a child, is she? She's a young lady. My goodness me. Let's have a look at that. Take a bit more off this side, I think. That looks better. I think I might have to take a bit more off. Oh, I don't know though. Let's where's my piece of... Let's have a look at this. I haven't cut the panel already because I wasn't quite sure what space I would need for the dress. Where's my hanger? Here it is. I think that would look all right, don't you? Just wondering whether to take just a bit off the width of the bosom. Maybe not. Let's just smooth this bit out here. I'm a great one for using what I've got to make things. I wonder if she'll think it looks like her dress. On the straps of the dress, there was like little diamante things just above where it joins the bodice of the dress. I don't know if I've got... They're like little crosses. I wonder if I could use a small alphabet letter to put something on. I wonder if I need to make straps of this. Perhaps I should. I'll have a little think about that. I think perhaps the next thing to do is to cut this out. About there, I would say. I'll just tape that down and then I'll take it over to my switch to cut it out because it's a bit too big to cut out on my Platinum 6. Okay, about there. So we'll put a piece on the top and a piece on the bottom. Okay, take those things off. I will return. Well, I've cut out my front panel, just placed the two bits together. I've got my coat hanger. I'd cut this from a piece of gold card with some double-sided sheet on the back, so that all I had to do was peel off the back and it's ready to go onto the card. So I think I'll probably place that round about there so I don't lose it, knowing my track record for stuff. So the dress can go like this. I did fish out this tiny little, this is one of the Infinite Doodles dies, and I thought if I cut that one out, I could cut it in half and use it for the two straps. So I'll just see what that's like. This has actually got some double-sided sheet on the back of it, so hopefully it should be okay. I'm may not be able to use that for the dress because I've put some sticky tape on the back just to hold it together. So we'll just see how we go. I'll have a look and see if I've got a small X that I can use for the decoration on the, this might be a bit narrow for that, I don't know. Oh, it's still on the, that's a bit narrow actually. The straps are wider than that. Let me put that in there so I don't lose it. And the coat hanger in there so I don't lose it. I wonder if I've got something a little bit wider. Maybe if I'm looking for an alphabet, I may be able to find just an L or something that I can use to make the straps. I want a tiny, 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 I don't know if I've got tiny, tiny, tiny X. Where are the very, very small ones? Bits of that H could probably do for the straps. Let's try that. Is that the smallest one I've got? This is memory box. They're a bit big. I could cut them down perhaps. I've got some, I've got quite a lot of this glitter card, different colours. If I used some sort of whitey stuff, it might look like the diamondy things, mightn't it? Is that the smallest X I've got? Just trying to think if I've got any smaller. It might be. I'll see. See what it looks like, see if I can do anything about it. This is the glittery stuff I was thinking of. So, if I put a little bit of double-sided on the back of this, I wonder if that would work. I just want 2 little X's. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll see. We will see. Where's my X's there? What I do if I've got a die like this that's got a whole lot, I don't want to cut the whole lot. I only want the X. So what I do is this. I cut a small piece like this. And I put it on top of the X like that. And put it in the die machine this way up. And just cut it out. So let me get a bit of, so I'm using a plate that's already been cut into, so not a normal top plate. So let's just see what this X looks like. It might be hopelessly large. I'll cut it down, and I think it might do. Now, I want to do these straps. So let me just cut this H from these and see if I can make straps out of this H. This has got double-sided on it as well. Okay, let's have a look. Those would do nicely, wouldn't they? Actually, what I'm going to do is, the top of this dress that she's got is straight. So I think I will cut this off along here. Let's see where we go. That looks a lot better, actually. Let me just take the sticky off the back so I can stick it onto the dress and then tailor it a bit more. That's off. Is that off? I think it is. Okay, let's put this on like this. Okay, now I'll cut off the sides. Oops. I think I may need a bit of glue as well because it doesn't feel very sticky to me. So I will put a bit of glue on. Let me just see how far we've got to go. Yeah, just to the edge. It actually looks brilliant. My goodness. That's the H. Now see if we can just tailor these X's a little bit. Cut that side off. And cut this side off. Let me get my tweezers. I'm going to take a bit more off actually. I would have been better with my other tweezers. I shouldn't be using those scissors because this has got sticky on. Do I like this or don't I like it? Oh dear. I said I'm going to put some more glue on that. I'm going to... Let me hold this with these other tweezers that just hang on to it. I need to cut into it a bit more. I need a pair of glasses on for this. Right, where have I got up to? Here we go. Yeah, that's better there. I'll turn it over this side and do this bit. Try and get rid of the bits. This might have been better if I'd... Let me put some glue on this. It keeps coming off, so I do need to make it attached to the top of the dress. I think the glitter card is a little bit reluctant to accept that adhesive anyway. Let's get this straight. Let me just dab it with a bit of baby wipe. I'll try and find a photograph actually of Daisy in the dress to show you. See if I can just tailor this a little bit more. Needs to just sit and stick. Right, let me... It's a very different size, look. That's what it is, and that's what it was. Oh, goodness. Let's see if we can get this one down to size. let's stick the skirt on. Hanger looks a trifle large, doesn't it? Perhaps I'll take a bit off the hanger. Shorten this one. I am going to shorten this just a trifle. Because it's double-sided, it's fine. There we go. I think that one, the right one's just a tad too long. Block down on that. Now I've got some little stars left from yesterday's card, so let's just see if we can pop some of these on. They've got double-sided on as well, so I can just pull off the double-sided and stick the star onto my card front. I may need some more of these actually. Don't think that's got the sticky off yet. Let's have a look. Sensational at 16. I think we're going to have gold around here. And a few more stars maybe. Could do with some smaller ones. Thank you so much for those people who've just bought me coffee. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, it'd be great if you could. It doesn't cost anything. You just tap the subscribe button and it's done. It helps me enormously, especially if you give me a thumbs up. So thank you for all of that. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.